Y'all know who he is, right? He wants to let us know that he is 100% innocent, and his brother forced them and threatened them not to snitch on him for powering up the trailer. Him and John are great and never will harm a soul. He wants to leave that for the ENJ. Their ENJ for child, honey. I don't know what's going on. To me, it sounds like an open and shut case. You know what I mean? But I give people the benefit of the doubt, honey. People can't paint a picture. You know what I mean? Maybe you was there. You know what I mean? I don't know. Child. But y'all know who our ENJ is. ENJ the couple. Butch Queens. Yeah, we had talks about them. Well, child, this is one of my trusted sources, my trusted friends. Shout out to Zachtivist. Yes, Zach is on the case, so I'm definitely going to follow through Zach, honey. And if y'all interested, let me know if y'all interested in continue following this case, honey, because I will keep up with the details and do my own research and all of the things. Yeah.
The murder of Dakota Bradshaw, a Rossville, Georgia man who would have turned 30 this week. On Tuesday, a press conference will be held in Walker County, and I am certain your engagement on social media has pushed for more transparency and details regarding this verdict. Last video, I gave you the state's case against Jonte and Eric, a very popular TikTok couple who are in the top 1% of content creators on a more personal app where intimate things occur behind a paywall. I am now going to give you the case laid out by the defense. It is my goal to tell the whole story of what happened in that courtroom for the benefit of the ENJ gang, a pretty sizable and extremely dedicated community of people who love and support Jonte and Eric. If you still have questions after this video, please drop them in the comments. The defense's case begins with a friend of Eric's brother stealing Jonte's blue Dodge Challenger. The car was taken in what the defense states was for the transport of illegal substances across state lines. Jonte used AirTags to track the car to Rossville and to the home of Dakota Bradshaw. According to the defense, Jonte Collier, Eric Dodds, their friend Deja Collins, and Eric's brother Darius Woods then got into Eric's red Dodge Ram in an effort to retrieve the car. According to the defense, only Jonte, Eric, and Deja actually made it to Rossville in the Ram. The defense's case stated that the three of them retrieved the car and then left before anyone was shot. The defense presented a case that seemed to indicate that Darius Woods, the brother of Eric Dodds, actually fired the murder weapon. The defense's case is that Darius actually separated from the rest of the group in Chattanooga, arrived in Rossville after the original group had left, and then fired the shot that killed Dakota, which is why no murder weapon was ever recovered. The defense presented several key discrepancies during the trial. GPS tracking via phone was used to link the defendants to the scene of the crime, but the GPS tracking stopped at 1:11 and did not ping again until 1:26. The prosecution states that this is due to no more activity, but the phone records of Eric Dodds indicates that he was on the phone at the time of the alleged shooting, which means it should have pinged a local tower. Additionally, surveillance footage shows them heading away from Rossville at 1:14. The 911 call reporting the shooting occurred at 1:17. The actual murder weapon, again, has never been found. Nonetheless, Jonte and Eric were both found guilty of 7 charges, the most serious being felony murder. One of the 4 people who traveled to Rossville, Georgia with them was granted a plea deal in exchange for testimony, and this testimony was integral in the conviction. The prosecution presented several witnesses to create a timeline and give details of the shooting, which included neighbors. No witness except the one who took the plea deal placed them at the scene of the crime. According to an interview I had with someone connected to Jonte Collier, the one witness who took the plea deal was offered the plea deal on the contingency of a successful conviction. The interview revealed that the plea, according to, again, my interviewer, was that the person would accept only aggravated assault charges, receiving up to 1 year in jail and then 10 years of probation. It took the jury, composed of 13 white people and 1 black man, who was one of the 12 seated jurors, 4 hours to levy a guilty verdict. The interview with a connection of Jonte's revealed that the family and friends of these defendants did not see this verdict coming, and they are still very confused yet determined to fight through the appeal process.
Again, I'm going to give people the benefit of the doubt, but I'm going to give people the benefit. See, this is what happens when you be on the biblical. I'm giving people the benefit of the doubt. Yeah, that was awful. It was troubling to see a couple connect after an attack. Child, honey, I don't know how I feel about it. I know that Zactivist is open about being a part of the ENJ gang and being a fan of them and all of that. But honey, I don't know. I don't necessarily think that they both pulled the trigger, but clearly I think that they were involved heavily. But I would have to really look into it and dig into the things and get into the tea if y'all want me to discuss them more, if y'all want to follow this case. But in the meantime, you can still feel free to enjoy E's content at least. I haven't found Jonte online, but E is still making the content behind the paywall on Intimate Site as Activist. I'm minding my damn business. Child. And in the process of minding my business, Daniel J posted this. Y'all recognize Tay? Since we talk about Big Red. Y'all recognize Tay? Daniel said the fact that you can be in jail, create a whole account of you smashing, getting smashed, fallacious, mutual fallacious, joint fallations, honey, in the 6x8 sale, amassing over 300,000 followers who are paying you to gain access to full videos is crazy to me, honey. Atlanta, y'all just do it different, huh? It ain't just Atlanta. It ain't just Atlanta, saying Jay. It ain't just Atlanta. Honey, it ain't just Atlanta. Honey, no shade, but the content be container. The content be container. Honey, I ain't paying for no subscription to nobody, honey. Not when all this free Illica Negras is out here. Huh? You lost your mind. No, but I do be watching the little trailers.